Hey. All right. Good afternoon, guys. Thank you for being here. Hey, Triple L the Great. Boop, 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 boop. Happy Friday, love. How was your Thanksgiving? Thank you for being here. So we got some tea to get into. There's a lot going on, and then we're gonna talk about some other things as well. But I just want to know how you guys are feeling. Drop down, let me know how you're feeling today. Yes, it is Friday, right? It feels weird, but I will also never get used to Canadian Thanksgiving. It just messes with my mind. And actually, a lot of times I forget now that there's American Thanksgiving because I'm so used to celebrating it early. Because here in Canada, we celebrate in October. So I hope you guys are doing great. And also, like I mentioned on my community tab, I know some people don't celebrate. It's a day of mourning. So I like to observe both of those things and think about both sides of things. So I hope your day is off to a good start. Okay. I am feeling very, 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 very good. Today is a huge milestone for my husband and I because we just like finished all the paperwork and we signed the closing papers and for our first home. So I'm so happy. We're supposed to move in the first, but we get to take possession early. So I'm really happy he's mad hype. He got the keys before he went back to work today. So we're gonna go over there tonight. I'm gonna go and pray over the house and sage it and all that good stuff before we start moving stuff in there. And I think my husband wants to do some work as well. So I'm very excited. It feels very unreal. It's nice. The place we live in now is nice. We do live in a house, but we really wanted to own for a while. And so I'm happy to make that transition. So I'm very, very excited. Anywho, that's what I wanted to share with y'all. Child, it's been so much going on. Okay. It's been a lot of craziness. But before we get into the tea, thank you so much, Triple L. I appreciate that, love. Thank you. So my husband, he grew up with like parents who owned a home. My mom and dad never owned a home, which is fine. Like, they took care of us, but it's really nice. Thank you so much, Strictly Platinum. It's good to see you. Hey, Sister Crystal. I was thinking about you, Strictly Platinum. I was like, where's she? It's so crazy. I literally was thinking about you a couple days ago, and I was like, oh, I haven't seen them in a while. I hope they're doing good. Um, Oh, you know what it was? Because I know you liked the young Pharaoh commentary. So I thought of you. But before we get into this tea, hey sister Crystal, shout out to you, love. Brian, Brian, where you at, Brian? See, you can't be messing with our emotions like this. Child, I went over to Brian's channel, okay? And Brian is one of the few people I still watch in the sector. If unless you do like stuff outside of the sector, then I still watch you. But I really like Brian a lot. And child, all his videos are gone. His channel is there, his community wall is there. But yeah, Brian, what happened to your videos? You better not be dipping out on us. But sometimes I know he likes to switch things up. Personally, I enjoy all of Brian's commentary. I like when he does the news, like real life stuff, and I also like when he covers things that happen in the beef sector. I really think he's funny. He's quirky, and it's just him. Like he's just his own person, just like Triple L. Triple L is his own person. Okay, you know, can't nobody do it like him, and I love that. I love people like that. So Brian, if you're listening, okay, come back, boo. I don't really care what you talk about. I'll be supporting. But I don't know what's going on. But anyway, if y'all know, let me know. But thank you guys for the congratulations. I appreciate that. That really, really means a lot to my heart. And please send us good vibes. Child, it's been an uphill battle. Listen, these damn student loans, it was getting in the way of getting a house. We've been trying to get a house for like a couple years now. So I'm very happy that we overcome those barriers. And thank God something came through. And I'm very happy. It's a good interest rate, like good price. I just can't complain. I just have to express gratitude. So let's see. Oh, we're gonna get into this Boston market stuff first, okay? We're gonna get into the Boston market drama first. So first of all, thank you, Reddy. Thanks, love. Child, thank you so much, Sister Crystal. Child, listen. First of all, I didn't know Boston market still exists, y'all. Like I know I'm in Canada, but I'm like, damn, they still got Boston. Well, see, I call it Boston market because that's what it was when I was a kid. Like I remember back in the day when we did go, it was Boston market, and now it's Boston, or was it Boston chicken? No, it was Boston chicken. Okay. Happy Friday, Reddy. Woo! Also, if you guys did celebrate yesterday, feel free to put in the chat how it was for you. Did you have a good time? Sometimes people dread holidays, sometimes people love it. So, you know, please share in the chat what it was like for you. Child, Boston Market on Foothill Boulevard in Rancho Cucamonga. I had to look that up. I was like, where the hell is Rancho Cucamonga? It's in California. So don't drag me. I just never heard of that. And the article was strange because it didn't even mention what state it was. I guess maybe it's a more popular place than I think. So what happened was people had prepaid cards for Boston Market, and they were going to go to get their Thanksgiving dinner yesterday, right? They had it all set up. They were about to order and stuff. Child, they said people went up to the Boston Market on Foothills Boulevard, and it was closed. And I'm gonna read y'all what the sign says. Okay, no warning, no email, no text messages. They just showed up, and basically their Thanksgiving is ruined because, first of all, well, nope, I shouldn't judge because we don't know. Everybody has different situations. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna put I'm not gonna trust somebody else to do Thanksgiving for me if it's not friends or family. Because why would you trust a restaurant? You just never know. Anyway, it says no employees showing up today. This is what the sign said. Okay. We are unable to fulfill the orders. We are sorry. The hell? Before we get into this, let me read Reddy's comments. Reddy said, I had the most perfect Thanksgiving. I am so grateful and my heart is full, and I hope everyone else did as well. Reddy, thank you so much for sharing. We're so happy that you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. That really warms my heart. I love to hear when people have a good time. You know, don't take your family and your loved ones for granted. That is a blessing. And thank you for sharing, Reddy. Please share your Thanksgiving stories, no matter what they are. I just love to hear them. I just love to hear how people are doing. So, child, when I read this, I said, first of all, how do you close the store on Thanksgiving Day? You didn't give these people no warning. You didn't say, look, we're not going to be open tomorrow. That's something you want to give people a week notice for. And it sounds like probably what happened was their employees just didn't show up. Like, I'm guessing maybe a lot of people called out. I don't know. Or maybe they're short staffed to begin with, because with COVID, a lot of people are understaffed. So I'm trying to think like what scenario would you just not open without notifying your customers in advance? So they said, look, we're going to refund you the money. Listen, Thanksgiving is a big deal for a lot of people. It doesn't matter if you refund their money. Yes, they should get their money back, but you've ruined an experience for them. Like, how would you guys have felt if you decided, okay, we're gonna order food from a restaurant this year, and you're depending on all or most of your food to come from a restaurant, and then you find out the day of that they're not open? Isn't that crazy? I would have been mad. I would have been mad, but hey, Toya. Hola. I was like, yo, who does this? Who does this shit? Boston Market, you're trash for this. Well, it's not just all of it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I just don't understand how you can do this to people and think that just giving them a refund is going to do. I feel like they're going to have to give these people their money back and more because it's about an experience. Some things you can't. It's like if somebody, let's say you hired somebody for your wedding to do some service and they didn't show up. It goes way beyond you getting a refund. It's just like it just messes with your day, it messes with your moment. So I don't know how Boston Market is going to fix this. Apparently they're investigating. I guess the other Boston Market, they're investigating and they're like, look, this is some trash. Okay. We need to look into what happened because apparently they were supposed to be open. So any thoughts on that? Did you guys hear about this? Did you hear about the fiasco that happened in California with Boston Market, kind of shitting on people's Thanksgivings and stuff? I don't know. This is just messed up. Hey, Gummy Bama. How you doing, love? Triple L said, yep, that was rude as fuck. It is rude. It is rude. I would have been big mad. And now y'all know I love the Boondocks. This reminds me of if y'all watch the Boondocks, there's this episode with like they're going crazy over this new chicken at Popeyes. Like everybody was losing their minds. And they were showing up at the Popeyes restaurant. And then I think they were out of chicken. And so this one guy just starts going off. He's like, no way. And he just starts losing his shit. And that's how I just imagine these poor people like, listen, this Thanksgiving. This has to be a joke. Are you joking? Is this sign a joke? That's crazy. Toya said, this is bad PR. Absolutely, it's bad PR, especially as they make their money the most during the holidays. I would forget them forever if that was me. Okay. Yeah, I would forget them forever. Welcome, Gummy. Thanks for being here. So it's just, I don't know. I think that's heartbreaking. Thanksgiving, there's so much that goes into preparing for Thanksgiving. Sometimes you got one cook, sometimes you got two, sometimes you got a bunch of cooks. It doesn't matter. But for a lot of people, it's a big deal. It's a special meal. And Boston Market, you dropped the ball, homie. I don't know how you're gonna fix this, but we'll see if we get an update. Hey, Ness, how you doing? Child, it's just a mess. It's a mess. Hope they learned their lesson. I hope so too. But let me take a poll. Put on one in the chat if you would ever trust a restaurant to, do your food for you for Thanksgiving. And put it 2 if you're like, hell no to the no. So he said, I hope their sales sink because of this. I hope so too. They shouldn't take advantage of people. This corporation is too big for to miss this one. Absolutely, Toya. Listen, Toya is spot on, and I'm gonna tell you why. This is the type of situation that if you have workers that decided they're going to call out on a holiday, if you're the manager, you need to show up. You need to show up because you just need to be there. That's how I feel about it. There's just some things you just need to get done. Like you can't do stuff like that. A lot of people are like, hell no to the no necessary. No. Toya said no. And Sister Crystal was like, hell no. Okay, it's a dose for me too. Listen, I absolutely not. I just couldn't see it. I don't see it happening. But yeah. So I'm gonna see if they have any updates on this. Sometimes it's hard to get updates on stuff, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it. So yeah, let's see. These people will get refunds, but that's not enough. I don't think that's enough. So, child, the next 2 stories I'm gonna get into are very messy. Okay. We're gonna get into the young Pharaoh one first because the Cardi B one is good too. Okay, so young Pharaoh. Here's my first disclaimer. Let me read Triple O's comment first. Think of Kroger just shutting down. Oh my, KFC, they're doing construction. I never knew it until I went over there. LOL closed. Yeah, and that's the thing. You can't like, oh, I just think it's just so foul. I think it's so foul. And then to put that janky ass sign talking about some no employees showing up today. We're unable to fulfill the orders. We're sorry. Like that's some trash. Nessa said there is nothing like a good old cooked meal. Exactly. Some people need to stop being lazy and get together and cook. Okay, Nessa. And that's how I feel. I was like, look, and that's what I was going to say earlier. And then I stopped myself. I honestly feel like that. I'm like, listen, I think it's so important to make food. Like, even if you're not a great cook, to me, you're going to make anything better than showing up to one of these restaurants to depend on them. It's just dumb. I just think it's dumb. Toya said if they pay their workers more, they wouldn't mind working harder. Facts. But when you don't pay employees, what do you expect? Especially on a holiday, Toya. You're right. You're right. I bet you they wasn't even paying them time and a half. A lot of restaurant chains are struggling in my state because people are not working and dealing with folks' rudeness for less than minimum wage after getting all that pandemic is too bad. Ready? Now, sis, you're making a very excellent point. Ready is on point here, and here's why. Because a lot of people already have fatigue from the pandemic, okay? First of all, a lot of people are worried about getting sick. Second of all, okay, a lot of people aren't getting paid enough to begin with, and then they're overworked, they're underpaid. And to me, I think people's rudeness have only ratcheted up since the pandemic. Okay, they're mad because restaurants are asking for proof of vaccination. There's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of changes, and guess who has to feel the backlash of this? The workers. So that's a very excellent point. Shout out to Reddy for helping us to look through the window of the workers, because we don't know the circumstances of why they didn't show up and how they're probably being treated at that job. So that says a lot. So they're absolutely right. Thank you for that, Reddy. Yeah. Reddy also said I wouldn't be there. They have a home cooked meal, no restaurant food for me on holidays. Exactly. I'm like, that's for the other days. You mean to tell me? Listen, I don't care if you can't cook. You need to find something. You can make something simple. It's hard for me to imagine. Hey, Clyde, it's hard for me to just imagine that. Happy Friday to you too, love. It's hard for me to imagine a situation where I would just like on a holiday. Like, I don't get it. Even if I was by myself, I feel like I would be embarrassed to order. Like, let's say I was traveling or something and I was by myself for a holiday and I'm not with my friends and family or something. I feel like I would try to make something happen. Like, it's just weird. That's weird. Anyway, I hope those people found something else to do that day. I don't know what they did, because you can't just get up and make Thanksgiving after, in the middle of the day. You need to be starting early, sometimes the day before. So let's talk about young Pharaoh. Now, if you guys have been following me for a while, I used to really like young Pharaoh. I used to watch his stuff. I used to feel like he was good at teaching certain things. Then, other things I felt like he came off as a wackadoo. But most of the spiritual people that I watch, there's not 100% of what I believe in. I just take some things and then other things I leave it. Now, young Pharaoh slowly started to morph into somebody else I didn't recognize over the last, I would say, year and a half. He just started being real weird. And I think some of it was there before, I just didn't see it. Excuse me. Now, the thing that's really grinded my gears, and this is long after I stopped watching him, I've noticed that he has increased his aggression, especially towards the mother of his children and his ex-partner, Golden Beauty. Now, I used to follow them a lot more. I used to follow like that drama. And then I honestly started to feel drained. And so even with Golden Beauty, she had some positive stuff, but I was like, girl, you're doing too much. Like, I know this man is being trash over here, but this is too much, right? So I stopped watching. Then recently, this is before he got arrested, y'all. I did a video. Actually, I think it was my last uploaded video. He is a mess, Triple L. He's a mess, Strictly Platinum. He's a hot ass mess. And I'm gonna get into the people that be caping for him, because that shit irks my soul. And I don't care. I'm gonna go in because I just get so disappointed when people cape for abusive people who are clearly acting out and being dysregulated. Okay. So then the video I did last, I talked about how he actually made threats in a video to his ex. And he was like, yo, damn, I wish I remembered his wording. He was saying some crazy stuff, y'all. This is before she said somebody shot through her apartment. And he was like, oh, I'm about to get her up out of here. He said, I'm about to get her up out of here. And then he backpedaled in the video and was like, oh, nobody's gonna get hurt. I'm not gonna hurt my kids and stuff, but and they like, but it didn't make sense. How are you gonna get somebody up out of here and nobody's gonna get hurt? Make it make sense. She doesn't live with you. Okay. What other meanings could that be? And he was just so butthurt. And the thing with him is I try not to watch him. When things go down, I'm very selective of videos that I click on because I really don't like to give him no play no more because I feel like he's a whole agent at this point. And I really try my best not to watch his stuff. And he's just he's such an egomaniac. Like, hey, Houston Brad. Hi, thank you so much, sis. Happy holidays to you as well. He's such an egomaniac, and I can't take it. I just can't take it when he acts like that. So I can't listen to him for too long. So then Golden Beauty did a video saying that actually she said it was him. Now I don't think she could prove it was him, but you can infer that it was him based on his actions, threatening her and saying all kinds of crazy stuff. And I told y'all before, allegedly he has a lot of narcissistic tendencies. Okay. If you notice, YP never does anything wrong. It's always somebody else's fault. He has all of these rules for Golden, who she could be with, all this crazy stuff. And it's like, you don't follow those rules. Okay. He got 11 women up in his crib and she can't even date, like, let him tell it. It's just, I cannot stand men like that. It drives me insane. So she was saying all this stuff. And then I was thinking like, girl, and I said this in the video, if you don't get a restraining order against this man, you're playing games. Like, this is a joke to you because it's clearly escalated. I said this months ago before it got to this point. I said that this is going to escalate. This is the type of situation where somebody could end up dead. Okay. Because if you're on camera, he did a video months ago saying, why what did he say? Why I put hands on Golden Beauty? I swear to God, it was a video like that with the title. Tell me I'm lying, y'all who follow the stuff. Tell me you didn't see a video a few months ago when he had in the title, why I put my hands on Golden Beauty or something to that effect. It's crazy. Like, this man is so full of himself. Yep. He likes to jump on the latest trend. He wants to go viral. Absolutely. Absolutely. Strictly Platinum. You nailed it. He absolutely wants to go viral. And he would do anything, he would do anything just to be, in the limelight. It's crazy. And it's so sad because I really think he had some things going for him before. Okay. I see somebody in the comments say, what did they say? The aliens got him or something. They were clowning him, yo. It was funny. Thank you, Sister Crystal. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So this is what happened before the arrest. He was threatening her. He just kept making videos. She was doing videos too, but it was like her responding to him. But I still think, when you're dealing, let's say allegedly you're dealing with somebody who has those type of personality traits, the best thing to do is to cut their ass off. The only communication she should be having with him is regarding the children. She shouldn't be having any communication with him personally. If you're serious about not engaging an alleged narcissist, you cannot go back and forth with these type of people. They have energy for days. I promise you, you will tire before they tire. You're not going to win. So the best thing is to conserve your energy. And if you can't cut them off completely, which you can't if you have a child with them, the next step is you limit your communication. It didn't seem like she was doing that. She was going back and forth with him. And it was just silly. So this is what happened recently. I think it said November 22nd. This information I got from, what is it? Heightzone.com. It said that he was arrested on the 22nd in Texas. Okay. Which I'm pretty sure is where they're at. I'm not going to give any real names, but I'm almost positive that it was, I know his real name and I think the other name was Golden, but I'm not going to say any of those names. Okay. He was charged with criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree. They said he was carrying a 9mm Smith & Wesson, and it was a semi-automatic pistol. Now, didn't young Pharaoh catch charges a few years ago? Like, wasn't it felony charges that he just got off for? And I think it was a weapons charge. I think it was absolutely strictly platinum. I agree with you. I think it was a weapons charge. And somehow he posted bail, y'all. He was arrested and I think he was in jail. I don't know how long he stayed in jail. Now I'm gonna be honest. I tried to look it up on those websites where you can look up the dockets, and it wanted me to put in a login, and I said, no, it's not that deep. You're not getting my information just for some shit. So I decided not to do it because I saw another video and I wrote down the website where this video, she had the information and I couldn't see it. It was too small. So I'm the type of person, I like to get information for myself. And I tried to cross-reference it, but I was like, I'm not logging into no system, putting in my real name and shit, but I think that's just their way of keeping track of who has access to certain documents, right? Because, people be abusing stuff. So yes, that is a lot. Triple L, that's a lot. Terroristic threats, gun possession. I think there was more too, but those are the main ones. Somehow he he was released. He paid bail. Now, this is alleged because I couldn't find this in the article, but I think from the different videos that Triple L, Chocolate Bay, and a couple other people did, they said it was a $15,000 bail. So you only need a certain percentage of that to actually post bail. So now he's out and about. His videos seem to have toned down. He hasn't mentioned Golden, at least from what I can tell in the title. Like I said, I try not to watch stuff unless it's something that's going to help me to give my commentary. I just can't do him. Now, here's what I want to talk about. I'm going to go in for a little bit. I saw this happening under Triple L's video, and I saw this in a lot of other videos. Let me say this before I get into this part of the commentary. It's okay to like certain people. I used to like him. I used to like his stuff, okay? Now I feel like an idiot saying that, but I used to like his stuff. My thing is, you can like somebody and there could still be room for you to call them out when they do wrong. Okay, here's the thing. This isn't just Golden Beauty getting on talking about what he did. You actually could see YP saying crazy shit. I've witnessed it myself. Him making threats, physical threats towards her, psychological threats towards her, defaming her. He does a lot of stuff. And then most recently, basically insinuating that he was going to do something, bang, bang, boom, boom. Okay. And so to me, when I see people, okay, and I'm going to say Black people just because I'm talking about our community. We know that everybody does it. Everybody has their faves and they can do no wrong. Okay. Just like the orange one. Okay. Some people love Trump so much that they can't even look at when he's doing fuck shit. And I can't deal with those people. Because you can like somebody, and I still don't understand that, but whatever. You can like somebody, but if they're clearly doing wrong, I think it's a joke when you can't look at that person and be like, yo, this is wrong. So we had mad people. You can tell the people that were biased. I listened to a couple videos who reported on his arrest, and it was like, yeah, this is a sad situation. And it was like, yo, is this sad for Golden or is it sad for young Pharaoh? If you're making terroristic threats and you're found with a weapon and you're saying all kinds of crazy shit to your ex, who is the mother of your children, and you allegedly may have shot up her place. We don't know if that's true or not. How is this a sad situation? How is it that he's a victim? And I'm saying, this is where I don't subscribe to the thinking that Cynthia G has and Nyla says have about, Black men, because I think it's very toxic. But this is where I see some of the points where there's definitely mammyism. And then there's a lot of things where people make excuses. They make excuses for people doing F-ish, and I just don't understand it. Like, you can like somebody and still be like, yo, that's wrong. You shouldn't be threatening your ex. You shouldn't be doing X, Y, Z. And if you can't say that, to me, that is a significant character flaw. That's how I feel about it. If you cannot, I read somebody in the chat and actually went off on them. My comment probably got deleted by the Google mod because I was so mad. This fool gonna say, look at what Golden Beauty's done to him. Look at what she made him do. I hope she's happy. And then they wanted to make it seem like this lady made him make these threats, made him act a damn fool, made him allegedly take mushrooms and, shoot up the place. Like, when you have that kind of thinking, Guys, trust me when I say that's dangerous thinking. Those are not people you want in your court. I'm talking about for young Pharaoh, okay? Especially since he already trends towards the narcissistic end of things. That is not going to help somebody like that. When you're co-signing their bullshit, you can't say, "Oh, nah, that's wrong." Like if you can't say that, there's something wrong. I don't understand why somebody would co-sign any of this. I just don't get it. I don't get that at all. And so this is where, yeah, let me I'm about to get back to you, Triple L, in a second. Let me read Houston Brett's comment. I will never understand the idolatry that social media has contributed to. It's very weird. She's making an excellent point. Thanks for sharing the video, Chocolate Bag. She's making an excellent point. It is idolatry. That's what it is. Because when you have idols, you can't look at them. You're deifying that person. You can't look at them as a human being that they make mistakes. I make mistakes. I've gotten on here and said shit that I regret. And I could say that. You know what I mean? Like we all have our growing edges. So you mean to tell me in a situation like this, you can't find no fault in what YP did and still say okay, now I still appreciate him? This is crazy. That, in addition to pure misogyny, absolutely, I sense misogyny in that person's comment, and dismissal of Black women's well-being is what I'm hearing. Thank you, Houston Bread. And that is what got under my skin. I'm gonna read that again. That, in addition to pure misogyny and dismissal of Black women's well-being, is what I'm hearing. And that's how I felt. That person, I went off on them. I think my comment got deleted by the Google Mod. I was like, shut the fuck up. I never tell people to shut the fuck up, but that person made me so mad. I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, so you're trying to tell me that she's responsible for a grown-ass man and his actions, even though she's the victim? Make it make sense. Okay. Triple L said, did they let him out of jail? They sure did. I haven't kept up lately. That's what everybody's been saying. He got released. I don't know what's coming down the pipeline, but he definitely got released. They are brain dead, Triple L. I just can't engage people like that. I can't take you seriously. They were attacking, listen, Triple L and to Chocolate Bay did a short video. Triple L did a short video. I think it was like 3 minutes. And people came in there and were acting a damn fool. It was crazy. It was so crazy. I don't get it. I just don't get it. A lot of Black men are scared to hold other Black men accountable. Absolutely, Houston Bread. That is what's sad. Anyways, back to the bushes. You don't got to be in the bushes. You're making an excellent point, Houston Bread. That's how I feel. This is what I'm saying. That's why I made a comment about Cynthia G. And now let's say I think that their commentary is very toxic. Okay. And I think that, when you have people like Cynthia G saying, oh, you got to abort your Black babies, bitch, you're trash. Okay. I said it. Okay. But in the same vein, sometimes they make comments about how people, and it's not just other men, but other women will co-sign the toxic behavior, okay, in the Black community, okay, especially as it relates to Black men. And I just don't understand if you could support somebody and be like, yo, like, for example, I'll tell you a story. There's a doctor that I know that I'm not going to give too many details, but I know about him. Like I grew up, whatever, knowing him. He's a great person. Okay. And he ended up getting popped. Okay. For doing some stupid shit. All right. I'm not going to say too much. He ended up like doing some stupid shit. Okay. And I just couldn't understand, like, you make so much money. Like, why did you need to do this? Like, why are you? And my thing is, I really like that person. But I said to my sister, we talked about it, and I was like, this is wrong. I don't wish anything bad on him, but guess what? This is wrong, and that's what I'm talking about. You got to be able to call people out, even when you like them. You can't just pick and choose. It's the same thing that we see here. Well, you know what? We ain't even going to talk about those people because anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. Okay. Triple L, that's great. Good fam. Triple L said, I could do Paris Milan before Cindy. Yes, I can do Paris Milan too, Triple L. Sometimes she goes a little bit too far. I can do her because I feel she's a little bit more balanced. I do feel like I am subscribed to her. And I don't feel like it's pure hatred. I feel like she's genuinely looking out for Black women. But I just don't support the toxicity that Sin and Nyla. And sometimes now I used to watch Nyla, but it was just too much. It just became too much. Like, no, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this. Okay. And anyway, so I'm just sick and tired of these people, and I'm sick and tired of people making excuses for people like young Pharaoh. I'm tired of it. Young Pharaoh did trash actions. I don't give a shit what happens to him. I really don't care. At this point, this isn't just somebody that's lost their cool and made a mistake. He's repeatedly done things. And you know what? I think he's always been like this, because I'm starting to learn some of these quote unquote influencers on here, they are skilled in manipulating people. And I think I heard Houston Bread say this in her live the other day. Unfortunately, there's a large number of people who do this type of thing who trend towards the narcissistic end. And I'm sorry if I'm butchering, I'm paraphrasing. I might be misquoting her, but basically my takeaway from what Houston Bread was saying, she was talking about control. I think that was the topic. It was a very good live. You guys check it out. I think I posted on the community wall. And basically, she talked about what I interpreted as a lot of people who call themselves social media influencers. Not everybody, but some tend to have some personality. There's a subset of people. I don't think it's like 90% or anything like that, but there's definitely higher numbers of personality disorders in those groups of people, and I have noticed that. I thought it was just in the beef sector, but I think in general, there's just a lot of people that there's a difference between charismatic and being a good talker and being entertaining. Those aren't bad things. But when you start to see people use those to manipulate people for different reasons, for money, for power, for fame, it can get very tricky. And I don't believe in any type of cult-like following. I believe you can like people. This is just me. I believe in liking people, supporting people, but I'm never going to blindly follow everything somebody says. Okay? It just makes no sense. Strictly Platinum said that sector is full of con men and women, and they're right. Strictly Platinum is absolutely right. Absolutely right, and it's very sad. It's very, very sad. And there's a lot of people who they're just skilled in this more than I think I recognized in the past. Look at how many things that YP has come on here. He said he needed money for legal fees for suing YouTube. I'm not a school. He said he was starting a bank. There was a lot of things. There's a lot of scams, allegedly, that YP has come through here and said. He's no different than Umar. Okay, Umar is just a little bit more, well, I can't even say Umar's more eccentric, because YP says a lot of crazy shit too. Houston Brett says certain hobbies and careers attract certain types of personalities. Social media influencers tend to be narcissistic. You almost have to flirt with narcissism to reach the levels of fame they want. Then that is exactly what she said. And it was real deep. I was like, yo, that's crazy. She also made a good point, which is also true, about CEOs. Not all, but a high number of people who are CEOs tend to trend towards those characteristics, right? But some of them are able to kind of turn that into something good. Like, they're good at what they do. And then there's also the other end of things that's like, hold up, you rank highly on the manipulative end of things. Okay. So it's really crazy. So just be careful. There's a lot of awesome people out here, but there's a lot of other people that's out here looking for cult members. Okay. Looking to manipulate the hell out of you. You listen, I've seen it time and time again. You don't have to look up there for the big people. There's people that I've witnessed it, in the beef sector. That's like, yo, like you literally have a new scam every quarter. And people don't catch it, because they're so good. They're so good at what they do. And if you mention it, you're a hater, and you're just mad because this, like it's just crazy to me. But yeah, Reddy said that part, PC. Some of these influencers are master manipulators. Be more discerning always. And that's really the takeaway. Reddy just summarized it beautifully. That's the takeaway, guys. And I'm talking to myself here as well. Like, you have to pay attention. You have to see what these people are saying. Is it lining up? You know what I mean? How are they reacting when people don't agree with them? And it's just it just goes so deep. And remember, not everybody is about money. Not every manipulative person's end goal is money. Some people is power. Okay. Don't be mistaken. When you see somebody that they stay talking about some, yeah, let me help you with your channel. And then they just want access to your shit so they can run you. And so not everything is about somebody making a dollar. There's a lot of different ways that people are manipulative or that they try to siphon different things from you. It's not always money. It's energy. It's power. Okay. Anyway, that's all I got to say about YP. I wish Golden and the kids well. Sister Crystal, you caught that shade. See, I knew Sister Crystal would catch that shade, okay? Because we go way back. All right. Notice I don't got to mention no names. All right. You're going to catch it. You're going to catch it if you catch it. If not, we're going to keep it moving. Okay. Houston Bread said, people are so reckless with their influence. I hate hearing about people like YP. They are so many men and women internalizing and rationalizing his behavior of a Black woman is sick. It's beyond sick, Houston Bread. It's beyond sick. And y'all need to pay attention. It's crazy. It's crazy. Listen, I've been giving him the side eye when he was talking about white people had tails. And what else did he say? He said Michelle Obama had a dick. Just really inappropriate stuff. And then he started the Trump worship and stuff. And y'all know, listen, everybody has their own thoughts and beliefs, okay? And I've learned to take a step back. There are people who like him, and I just need to deal with that. And there's people that I like him, you know? But when you see somebody caping for somebody that's doing real fucked up shit to that degree, you got to ask questions. And that's all I got to say. Triple L caught it too. Triple L caught the shade, okay? Because we know these thirsty bitches waiting, lying in the bushes, honey, waiting for their name. Una nago ear in the name, so you might as well galang. Lisa said, he said white people were created from fruit flies. Child, listen, Lisa, I never heard that one, but I'm not surprised because he's a damn effing fool. Okay, he's dumb. Like I said, I'm embarrassed that I used to listen to him. I'm embarrassed. He used to have some good. There are things that he said that were good content. I like some of the metaphysical stuff, talking about some white people got tails and shit. Are you kidding me? Like, and then how you gonna turn around and say white people got tails, and then you're literally worshiping and tap dancing for Massa the next year? Okay, it was crazy. Do you like? I feel like YP ended up having mad white supremacist subscribers, and he didn't care. And he was on the QAnon shit too. And he says Quanon. Did y'all ever hear him say QAnon? He was like, it's not Quanon. people would be like, listen, these are QAnon conspiracy theories. Theories. And he'd be like, it's not Quanon. How do you get Quanon out of QAnon? Girl. Anyway, let me stop. But child, speaking about that, before we go into our next topic, I really let me read these comments. He's got to be an agent. Oh, Lisa. Oh, honey, I've been peeped that game. Last year when he was on his shit, when he was talking about a whole bunch, I was like, oh, you an agent. I thought people were hating on you. You're definitely agent, sir. You're sold out. I don't know how much money they gave him, but he's a whole agent. And I think who is it? CD Fury? CD Fury. I don't know if his channel is still up. He had a hilarious video. It wasn't just hilarious. It was very informative about young Pharaoh and young Pharaoh's schemes and his documented alleged scams. And you know how young Pharaoh, I don't even know if he still does this, but when I watched him, he'd be like, peace, peace, fam, you know? So CD Fury had a compilation of videos from young Pharaoh. And listen, it started out real slick, and it's like peace, peace, fam, peace, fam, peace, peace, fam. Next thing you know, the cutaway was YP threatening to stab somebody in their chest. I'm sorry, y'all. That shit had me dead. Because he literally went from peace, peace, fam, to I'm gonna stab this nigga in his chest, and I was like, CD Fury is a mess, and these are really YP's words. He wasn't even trying to play him. Like he legit was like doing this. It's crazy. Oh, you know what else I just remember? That's not funny. I have no doubt that he was being abusive to Golden Beauty. This man is a trained fighter. That means if you're a professional fighter, aren't your hands registered? That man don't need no damn gun. He could probably knock her out with one punch. I feel bad for anybody that is in a relationship with him because he has unchecked anger issues. Okay, okay, a mess. Um, Triple L the Great. I'm sorry, y'all. That shit had me dying when he was like, "Peace, peace, man. I'm gonna stab that nigga in his chest." What's your honest opinion of Tommy Sotomayor? Oh Lord, you ready, Triple L? Okay, let me see. Let me get myself together. Tommy Kunamayor, that's what I call him. Okay, I don't like him. I don't watch none of his shit. He's absolute rubbish, like Strictly Platinum is saying. Okay, he is garbage. Okay, and garbage. He's garbage juice. Okay, I don't understand. And listen, some people might get in their feelings because I know there's some people that like Tommy Sotomayor. I don't understand how any black person could support Tommy Sotomayor. And if you do, you hate yourself. I said it. Tommy Sotomayor is the living Uncle motherfucking Ruckus. Okay? Him and Candace Owens need to get together. Actually, no, because we don't want their offspring into this world. And, they hate each other so much because Uncle Ruckus hated anything black. Again, he matter of fact to the point where he didn't think he was black. So Tommy Sotomayor wouldn't go for Candace Owens because he don't really like black people because he don't like himself. And Candace Owens don't like black people either. Okay. So fuck both of them. There you go. That's a 2-for-1 special. Fuck Tommy Sotomayor and fuck Candace Owens. The end. Houston Brand said, not fruit flies. Strictly Platinum, his fights on YouTube. Let me tell you what Kunamayor is. Kunamayor, I don't even know if he believes half the shit he says. That man gets so much money from self-hating black people and white supremacists. He will say anything to get $1. That is his motivation. He will say anything to get $1. I peep game. I remember the 2 videos I've watched of him shamefully was when he dragged Phi Babe, which is funny because even though I can't stand that hoe, I wasn't sitting up there laughing at her when she got dragged because it's Tommy Sotomayor. Like, you just have to know when to draw the line. Some things are not a drag and a kiki. That man literally hates black people. And then the other one I watched, what was it? I don't remember. There was another one. And it was very clear he doesn't like black people. He doesn't like himself. That man is at war with himself. Okay? He needs a whole team of therapists to unpack that shit. Okay? The Coldest Heart said, I don't understand how any woman can. I don't either. And shout out to the Coldest Heart. I don't think I've seen your chat before. I don't either. I don't know. There's certain people I'm like, listen, like I said, he is the living, breathing representation of Uncle Ruckus. The difference is he's not as ugly as Uncle Ruckus. But, he's Uncle Ruckus for sure. Okay? If he can claim that he had revitiligo, I'm sure Tommy Sotomayor would say that. Okay. You're welcome, Triple L, at your service. Yes, I don't like him. I don't like him, and I have no sympathy for him. And hey, peace, love. Garbage juice. He is garbage juice. Ready? He is garbage juice. Straight up. We don't know. We don't give no love to Tommy Sotomayor over here. It's just ew. Like, I even think about, how some villains are good looking. I literally can't understand how anybody's vagina could get wet for Tommy Sotomayor. He's so hateful. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I'm like, I don't understand certain things. It reminds me of women who send serial killers letters in jails. That's the vibes it's giving me. The people who are writing to what's his face, Manson, they probably say, is he still alive? Exactly. That is literally, I don't understand, because there's a lot of women who go crazy. They will lose their shit over Tommy Sotomayor. They lose their shit over that man. I don't understand. I just don't get it. But I love myself too much to be bothered by that man. Anyway, we're gonna move along. Okay. We're gonna move it right along. We're gonna talk about Cardi B and Tasha K. Okay. Now, this is some tea I first saw on LSA in a thread, and then I looked it up and it was in the news. So I found two sources, the Toronto Sun, and I also found another source in Rolling Stone. Okay. So this is what happened. Word on the street is the judge that is overseeing the libel case between, I guess, that Cardi B has filed against Tasha K and Kibi Studios. Now, let me give you all a little bit of backstory. This is on my old channel. This is one of the videos I wish was still up. I did a video commentary on Tasha K's interview with Star Marie. Now, I never will forget that video, and it has a lot of views. Her video has a lot of views. It's still up, surprisingly. And this is when Tasha K just started getting into interviewing people. And this is when I realized, wow, Tasha K, you really hate Cardi B. Like, you really, really can't stand this woman. Because here goes Star Marie talking about some Cardi B had yeast infections and she had herpes. And, she was like, she was just talking about they was on the host roll together doing stuff. And it just kind of reeked of hate on both people's parts. It reeked of hate on jealousy on Star Marie's part. It felt like she was being a hating ass bitch. And Tasha K, it just felt like Tasha K is a phenomenal content creator, but I think Tasha K is the type of person, she sets her eyes when she has an enemy or she's identified an enemy, she presses the gas. And she don't care if she drives off a cliff. She's gonna get that enemy as long as they're in the car with her while she's driving off the cliff. She don't give a fuck. That's Tasha K. Okay, and this is what I saw with her and Cardi B. I saw the beginning of this when she was doing this interview, and it's one thing to interview somebody. You can't always control what somebody says. But Tasha K was kind of jeering on Star Marie, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm paraphrasing. It's been years. Tell me about this herpes and yeast infection." And I did a commentary on this. I'm like, a lot of women have yeast infections. In fact, men can also have yeast infections. That is a very common thing that happens. Doesn't mean you're gross. It does. Sure, there are some people who it might be they have poor hygiene, but you can easily get a yeast infection for different reasons. It could be your diet. Okay. It could be all kinds of stuff. And so to me, dragging another woman, it didn't make sense. And then the herpes thing was also like, why? Why do you it just felt that's a lot of personal information unless Cardi B is out here, allegedly having a bunch of unprotected sex with people and you could prove that. And you're like, I need to expose this. Then yes, exactly. Coldest Heart. Medication can also give you a yeast infection. So to me, it just felt petty. It felt stupid. It was like, this isn't it's not like chlamydia or gonorrhea or something. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous that you're putting all of this out there. The views expressed are for entertainment purposes only. I love you, Sister Crystal. She always got my back. Thanks, girl. Strictly Panda said, Tasha K is horrible. And she can be. She really can be. This is where I think Tasha K really ruined her own empire. She's doing good. She almost going to hit 1 million. But I think legally she probably has screwed herself. And she just don't know when to stop pressing the gas. Okay. And it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So I remember this, and I remember when Cardi B sent her cease and desist, she made fun of Cardi B's grammar and said it was fake. And she said, I'm gonna wipe my ass with this cease and desist. Tasha K did the absolute most with Cardi B. And then she continued to press the gas and she continued to just go off on Cardi B. And I think Cardi B had enough, and that's where we are today. Now the judge in the case is saying that he or she wants Cardi B to release her STD test results. Okay. As it relates to this libel case. Because remember, one of the things I think she's suing Tasha K for is Tasha K had said some things, or some of the things came out that Cardi B had herpes. Okay. And I think it's also a defamation suit. I haven't kept up with all of it. It was a lot of stuff, Triple L. I'm telling you, I really wish that video was still up that I did. I really wish it was still up. Because I remember watching a video and I was like, damn, Tasha K, this is a bit much, sis. It was very clear she doesn't like her. It was done with malice, right? And it I just don't I just didn't understand. I didn't understand it. So um according to Rolling Stone, see, Gummy Bama, see, I'm not making it up. Okay. Gummy Bama knows I'm telling the truth. Okay. They've been around and they've seen what it was. Okay. Um, Lisa Rose 18 said if Tasha K would chill, she could be the next Wendy, but she's too messy. I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna let this sit up here because Lisa Rose nailed it. I absolutely agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. Tasha K came on, and I love Lovely T. She's my favorite. Okay, she's one of my favorite. I still watch Tasha K. I do watch her channel. I take a break from her for a while, but I do watch her stuff because I really admire her work ethic and the fact that she came on after Lovely T, and I mean, this lady, she's put back so much into her channel, and so does Lovely T. But Lovely T's been on here a lot longer than her, and this is no shade. I'm just saying, Tasha K got the sauce. She don't need to do all of this. She don't, and it's just it to me. It's just like I'm trying to. I can't even think of the word. It's just too vindictive, and she absolutely could be that. She could look at her marketing. Look at her branding. Okay, look at like it's she didn't need to do that. The coldest heart said TK is selfish because going after Cardi kind of gives celebrity gas to go after bloggers. I agree with you. Nobody wants to be in court. Coldest heart is making an excellent point, and I agree with her. Here's why. Because I think that y'all remember when Cardi B docs the Black Tea blog? Okay. I think Tasha K's shenanigans has opened up the gates of hell for bloggers. We already seen one of the things Lovely T talks about that I truly agree with her with is YouTube. Like, especially since the pandemic, a lot of celebrities have come to YouTube and they pretty much jacking our style. Okay. It's not enough that they're on TV and stuff. They got to come and they got to, do all this stuff around here too. And the thing is that I think there's a lot of big YouTubers, especially like from the Black community, that I feel like they really, really got it. Like, y'all remember when I don't watch T.S. Madison now. I really only liked it when it was her and Kaya. Them together. I don't even watch Kaya. I just like them together. And I felt like they were the type of people that's like, their numbers were ridiculous. Do y'all remember it was insane. I literally used to wait for these people. They would be mad late because they'd be on Black people time. I would wait for these people and I would watch them every Monday. I think it was Mondays. Hilarious. Okay. That is a special extraness, right? That's like super special to have that. It felt like I was waiting for a TV show to happen. You know what I'm saying? So Triple L said, I remember I used to be a Tasha K diehard fan, didn't know nothing. Cardi kept going live and everybody was like, stop giving Cardi. I laughed at both of them. Then when you become make it. I used to really rock with Tasha K harder too until I started. It felt mean spirited. One thing I would say about Lovely T is, first of all, she has a lot of journalistic integrity. Okay. And Lovely T doesn't seem she's opinionated, but she doesn't seem to be targeting people in hateful ways. That's just me personally. I don't feel like she has her heart set out to like fuck with somebody. That's just me. Gummy Bama said Tasha was on a warpath. She sure was. Even Mona got into the mess. It was entertaining to say the least. Had everyone tune in. They sure did. They sure did. Videos, you realize how malicious it can be, but still funny. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Look at what happened to AT2 the other day. Okay. We had the Yvette show actually come out and say, this is not what I said. This is not how it went down. And one of the things I've learned on here, and I said this to Yvette in the comments, messy people, and I'm not talking about like all of us like a little bit of mess. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about bona fide messy people, like they live and breathe mess. These are the people that you're not going to see them engaging in any other conversations. It has to be about like something crazy, right? And one of the things I learned, hey, Brianna Les Pound Cake, thanks for stopping by. I've learned about being on here. People don't give a fuck about the truth. Not everybody, but some people, the super messy people, they don't care about the truth. They care about who got the most salacious story and who got the biggest numbers. Okay? And whatever fits the narrative that they want to fit. And I am a huge example of that because I remember I actually made a video on my old channel talking about what actually happened. Now, remember, there's only two people who would know what happened in the CPS situation. Okay. I made a video talking about that. And there were so many derivatives of what I said that was completely far off from what I said. And to this day, you still got people saying stuff like, what are the, just dumb questions. There's still people who pretend like they don't know what a mandated reporter is. Oh, what did this person do to you? They don't got to do nothing to me. It's called a mandated reporter. It's just, it's people will take what they want and they run with it. And so it doesn't matter. I've actually removed a lot of videos. They're all on members only, except for the wild warthog videos I've left up. Everything else is on members only because I said to myself, what's the point? Anybody who needs the information would have gotten it already. People are going to believe what they want to believe. I'm not going to waste my time trying to prove shit to you. Period. So that's the thing with people on here is they believe what they want to believe. And when you have numbers like Tasha K can take a story and be like, Cardi B got herpes, and all this other stuff and run with it. And there never needs to be proof because people love and admire her enough to take her word as gospel. That's why it's so dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why stuff like that is so dangerous. Let me read these comments. Triple L said it's just best to stay out of things we don't know. I agree. Reddy said I was rocking out with Tasha K until this whole Cardi B thing went crazy. It was entertaining, but after a while, I was like, enough is enough. And that's how I felt too. And I felt sad because I'm like, she's still doing great. And I still watch her, but I don't watch her with the intensity that I used to. Like, I think she's funny, but I'm like, why did you have to be so hateful and vindictive? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was weird. It was weird. The Coldest Heart said it's a lot of pressure being a mandated reporter, in my opinion. Thank you, The Coldest Heart. Let me highlight that because you're spot on. But a lot of people don't know about that, The Coldest Heart. See, a lot of people, their thinking is so limited that they think it's about the streets. It's about who you want to call on, who you feel like calling on, and it has nothing to do with that. And I'm just tired of explaining it. I'm done. Like those people are exhausting. Some people are committed to misunderstanding you, and you just gotta leave them alone. Do these people present this as gossip or news? Excellent question, Houston Bread. Okay, so it's hard. I don't remember how that particular interview was portrayed. Because Tasha K is a gossip blogger, but she also will reportedly exclaim that she has exclusives about a lot of things. And I believe this particular interview was one of the things she kind of like touted as exclusive, which means she's getting information from a trusted, reliable source, and she's the only one with this information. And so I think I have to go back and rewatch the video, but I feel like a big part of the stuff that happened with Tasha K, she does very excellent interviews now. I think she's really grown as an interviewer, but I don't think she understood the risk back then. I think it was still for play in her mind. I don't think Tasha K thought there could be real consequences of the things that she was doing. And I think that's kind of what got her caught up. Kind of like, for example, on here, the stuff that people get away with saying. I think if these people were bigger, they wouldn't get away with this. I think that if these were bigger YouTubers, YouTube, like there would be bigger consequences. But there's so many small fish. YouTube's like, we don't care. Go ahead and tear each other up. That's how I feel. Sister Crystal said, "High pressure cooker off topic. Just for clarity, how do you feel about screen names that are possibly trolling other content creators?" That's a really excellent question, Sister Crystal. You know what? I love that question. I used to get very worked up about it. This is my stance. I feel I don't mind because a lot of those people are regulars. They're actually supporters of mine. And the only time that it would be an issue is if the content creator is in here and they're engaging negatively. But in any of the cases where I see troll pages, those aren't people that are really in my chat like that. So it doesn't matter to me. And those particular pages with that might have troll names, I don't think that they're shit starters. I think that's just their name. So I hopefully it answers it. Like there are people every now and then that be like, oh no. But hopefully that brings some clarity. But that's an excellent question. I just want to follow your lead. Thank you, Sister Crystal. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you. But no, everybody so far has been cool. Like I rock with Gummy Bama. Brandon Loves Pancake is newer, but they're cool. I've never seen them write anything like crazy and stuff. So these are all people. Clyde Bussin, one of my favorite. Like I love reading their comments. It's so funny because they're very actually like articulate. So I get it definitely. I have had parents wanting to fight me at schools. Thank you. See, people don't know about that part though, the coldest heart. You're dropping gems. People don't understand that it can break your heart to make calls. Okay. You could be worried about children's safety. You could be worried about what will happen to the parent. You could be worried about your own safety, which is why people aren't supposed to know who made the call, right? So the thing is that I find people just want to be committed to believing what they want to believe. I've actually come on here and read the definition of what a mandated reporter is. I've done all of that. And the funny part is the same people who tried to drag me for doing my job are the same people who 2 months from now will get up and be like, I'm calling the CPS on you just because they're mad at the person. It's so funny to me. Okay. I've never called CPS on anybody because I'm pissed off at them. Okay. But the same people that try to drag me because that's the narrative that they want to spin. Okay. They've done that. They've either done it or they will do it because I've seen it happen a lot on here. And it's just so, I think it's hilarious. That's why I don't take them seriously. Or people drop down in comments and be like, you CPS caller, I just blocked them. I'm not even mad because I'm like, do you know what that means? Like, you think you're insulting me, but you're worried about one person. Do you understand how many calls I've had to make in my career? And this shit happened in 2018. Like, people are just dumb. Like, this is why I had to break away, because it's just like, y'all are just dumb. Y'all just bringing down the IQ of everybody over here. We don't fuck with you, period. So these are things that they don't understand, and they're dedicated to not understanding, because their narrative needs to be that, their narrative needs to be, okay. So this particular person, Sister Crystal, they've been in here before. I don't like that name, but we gonna see what they write. Okay. The last time they were in here, they wrote some stupid shit. If you come in here with sexual harassment statements, you will be blocked and deleted. Okay. So you better act right. 9.75 inches of thick black dynamite. Okay. Anyway, let's see. So that's what I had to say about the Cardi B situation. You guys shared a lot of excellent thoughts about, how, like, it felt like you guys were balanced about it. I don't know what will happen. I know some parts of it have gotten resolved already, but I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know what will happen, but I know I think Tasha K probably has had to spend thousands of dollars. This case has been going on, and, Tasha K got money, but I think Cardi B's money is longer personally. So no matter what happens, it's probably taking a chunk out of her account. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that happened. So we talked about Boston Market. We talked about young Pharaoh. We talked about Cardi B and Tasha K. We still don't know where's Brian. Brian, Brian, come back, Brian. But that's really it. Any other things that you guys wanted to talk about? Anything else on your mind that you wanted to discuss today? That's all I got for y'all. I couldn't wait to talk about this because I was doing all that paperwork stuff this morning, trying to get the house closing stuff done. It ended up being longer, so that's why I couldn't do it. Sister Crystal said, I believe the case starts up on January 5th, 2022 on Tasha K. Oh, thank you, Sister Crystal. Sister Crystal is on it. She don't play no games. Okay, thank you, Sister Crystal. I will be watching. I definitely will be watching. Thank you so much, Houston Bread. Thanks for being here. Okay, please support Houston Bread. Okay, she does amazing lives on different topics. She goes deep. She's very intelligent. I just love listening to her commentary, and she really makes me think, and I learn a lot from her. So check her out. She's on point. Allison Jackson. Hey, Allison. Hey Pressure, I can't stay, but I had to congratulate you and wish everyone a happy holiday season. My turkey day was great. Yay, thank you, Allison. Thanks for the good wishes. That makes me so happy. Thank you. You guys are the best. I'm very excited, and I'm also happy that you had a great turkey day. Shout out to Allison Jackson. The coldest heart said Cardi won't have herpes even if she does money talks. Oh, coldest heart. Thank you. You just reminded me, child, my ADHD brain. So the Rolling Stone article said that Cardi B told the judge, "Okay, we're gonna do this." She's not scared, so that means Cardi B must feel confident about her results. So I don't know, Tasha K. We'll see what happens. Yes, Houston bread is on point. Me too. What does that mean? Listen. Great live. Everyone was awesome. Thank you, Sister Crystal. Shout out to my sous chef, Sister Crystal. Okay, holding it down. Great. Oh, I knew what you meant, Allison. I was on it. Hope you had a good weekend. Thank you, Reddy. Thanks for being here. Shout out to Reddy. I love reading Reddy's comments. Okay, so thoughtful. I love y'all. I really truly hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Stay safe, stay warm. Even though y'all it's probably warmer where y'all are at. It's cold here. That's why my ass gets to moving to Canada. But I love y'all. I'm sending you good and positive vibes. Thank you for the congratulations, guys. That means a lot. So I'm going to be excited. We're going to be moving in stuff slowly. Have a wonderful day. I love the live refreshing, although I didn't get the notification. Thank you, Coldest Heart, for being here. Child, you two be playing games with me. They don't want me to be great, but thank you for being here. Much love. I'll see y'all soon. Bye. Let me see if I can play some outro music. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Okay. You guys have a wonderful day too. Happy Friday. Bye, Strictly Platinum. Big up. Boop, boop, boop. Bye, Gummy Bama. Thanks for being here, love. I will be watching. Definitely gonna check that out, Sister Crystal. Shout out to Triple L. Peace, love. Sister Crystal. Strictly Platinum. Lisa Rose, thanks for stopping by. Y'all are awesome. And thanks for putting up with my tardiness too. Yeah, I know I hate being late. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody. Alfreda, good afternoon to you too. Thanks for being here. Shout out to Miss Alfreda. How was your Thanksgiving? Bye, y'all. Hope you enjoy your leftovers. Oh, I'm glad you had a good time, Miss Alfreda. Save your plate. Bye.